afternoon and welcome back to the YouTube channel, everyone. So today, as you can see, the weather is quite wet, so probably not the best day to be attempting to do this, but what we're going to be doing is trying to attempt to fix some of the blemishes and imperfections in the paintwork. And I've been ordering a number of tools which I wanted to share with the group, and I will put the links to these tools in the chat afterwards. So the first thing I've got, not really a tool but a product, is this stuff. G360 super fast cut compound. So that's the first thing. I also would highly recommend you look up Paint Gear, and they have a chip and scratch repair system, and just inside it looks like one of those designer bags. I feel like I'm trying to get out an Apple product. And inside, what you have in the box is you get some very good precision brushes, stirrers as well. You get 5 cups for mixing. What else? You get the base color, which is a solvent base color 2074 HHP, Emerald Fire pearlescent. That's the color code for this car. So I get the base color. I've got a gloss enhancer. So it's kind of like your lacquer. When you mix it, you mix about 10% of this stuff into the base coat, which we'll be doing later. What else have we got in the box? A reducer just to clean things up a bit. So that'll be useful, keeping my paint brushes. A microfiber cloth that looks like it came out of the backside of a scally dog. I'm assuming it's new. And what's this stuff? Stuff is, I'm sure that there's some instructions. Maybe it's just little touch-up thingamajiggies. I don't know why I need these, but anyway, they're in the box as well. So that's everything with Paint Gear. She'll pop all of that back in. At least it kind of fits back into where it should be. And we can, let's cover that up for now. And then the tool I'm most excited about, that I really want to share with you guys, is this. And it's called the Mirka Mini File. And it's a really great bit of kit I saw on the internet that I just had to have. So you know when you touch up paint, when you touch it up, it's like a little blob. And the blob protrudes higher than the surface of the rest of the paint because it's a blob of paint which you've just put into the chip. Once that hardens and dries, you can use this super fine file to just sand it down, and that really, which side is the fine side, which side is the coarse side? Don't know. Damn it. Well, I'll have to check. But yes, so you just use this, flatten the surface of the chip repair, and then compound over the whole thing, and you'll never know it was there. That's the theory. That's what it looked like on the internet. So this is the other tool I'll be using. The Mirka Mini File. Highly recommend this tool. So yeah, let's get on with it. I managed to, it's time to I'm going to start off with just filling in some of the deeper chips that I don't think I'll be able to get out with my other method, which is, just smudging the solvent paint around all the rash and just rubbing it in and compounding it down. The third method, so I'll be using 3 methods. One is to touch up chips file them down and compound them, which is the easiest method. The second method, and that is for stone chips and deeper chips. The second method I'll be using is to rub solvent paint into rash and compound the entire surface to get rid of the rash. That is for chips that are not that deep, so the solvent paint should just go into those crevices and compound a flat surface. And then the third very risky method that I'll be using is dry sanding orange peel surface down and then compounding it back up, which is the most riskiest method that I will use. So I'm going to start off with touching up the chips. Now, I did have some pretty large chips which I've originally filled in with paint, but they are protruding from the surface. So you can see how when you touch up a chip, it would protrude from the surface like that as you stick that blob on. And I've done that in various locations across my bonnet, and you can see there, and there. So I'm just going to try and file these down to a flat surface. Just trying to find a camera angle that will be able to see all of that. Quite happy with that as well. I think that will compound in nicely. It's flat, which is good. That's good. So you can see where I had some chips here and there, which I filled in and flattened out as best I could. I think probably could do with a bit more flattening. And now I'm going to just hit that with some compound polish and see what we come up with. Some more over here. So as seen on several YouTube help videos by probably most people, I am using a rotary polisher, and I'm using this G63 super fast compound. Just going to put some on here. Obviously you shouldn't really be doing it in direct sunlight, but I don't know. I feel like I just need to file these down a little bit more. Well, just gonna go around, take the product off the areas in which, and continue with our light restoration work on the body. But yeah, the next step for me is going to be go back, retouch up some of this paint, especially where I've sanded too deeply, and repeat the process and keep going until I achieve a level of perfection that that can be achieved without respraying, meaning I have to keep my expectations realistic, and but improvements can be made at very little cost. So thanks a lot for watching. I shall continue this and do a second part so you can see how I've managed to get to the second and the third stage of repairing and correcting some of the paintwork on this car.